Welcome to prepping dinner. I already started doing a couple of things because I didn't want to have to watch me chop everything up and sort everything. My task was to use crackers, rice, chicken, and one other item that I have here eggs to do a supper. So I have already chopped some celery. I've decided what I'm going to make. Initially I was going to make tempura, but then I thought, that's too easy. What I'm going to do is, do you remember those fabulous chicken croquettes that Howard Johnson's used to make? Well, I'm going to attempt to make them and see how they come out. I kind of found a recipe and got ingredients that are sort of like the ingredients that they have to add to the things that I have to do. So the first thing that I have to do is, I've already chopped up the celery. It said 2 tablespoons of celery, so I'm going to assume that this is close enough to 2 tablespoons worth of celery. It says to use a can of cream of chicken soup, and I happen to have a can of cream of chicken soup, something I never, ever, ever happen to have in the house. Rance, do you want a brandy or something?
I would like a brandy.
Help yourself to a brandy. I'm going to pour my cooking wine. And I might as well just finish the bottle. There we go. Okay. So, open the cream of chicken soup. That is so good. By the way, AJ Casale liquor store, I was getting the Fetzer by the box, came 12-ounce box. It's 3 for $11, but then Fetzer stopped doing the deal, and they switched to this brand the last time. It's called Bel Vento Pinot Grigio, just as good as the Fetzer, so I'm very happy, and the same price, and that's in Cranston near Marquette's. AJ Casale Liquors. Okay, now this, I haven't put the cream of chicken soup in yet, so I'm adding that to the bowl. Ooh, that looks like butterscotch pudding. Yum, 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 yum. Right, so how does this look? You have to come around and look at it. Here. What do you think so far? Here. Come in here. Show them what you think. Here, what do you think?
Oh, no. It looks good.
Okay. Well, let's just...
There's more in the can now.
Oh, here we go.
I get every drop out.
He does. He gets every drop out. He's going to go scrape it until I'm sure something else when I'm long done here. I have to check. I have the chicken cooking in the oven that just dinged. And, I forgot to tell you that the rice, I'm going to make a rice dish. I have other vegetables that I need to use up. Leftover cauliflower I'm going to finish tonight. I'm going to finish this darn spinach. The egg is going to go into the rice dish, and anything else that I can to put it in there. And the rice is cooking on the stove, and I'm going to check on my chicken. Rance, do you want to talk to them while I'm checking on the chicken? Let me just see if this is cooked over here.
Well, she's checking on the chicken as a chicken checker.
All right.
I'm not much of a cook, but I'm a good eater.
He's a good eater.
And I'm looking forward to this.
And Rance, is it prison food when I give it? What kind of food is it normally?
Oh, sometimes it's prison
Sometimes,
food.
in your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm checking on the chicken here.
Oh, yeah.
And it is, it's done enough. So I'm going to let that cool a bit.
Good.
All right.
That was the way.
Oh, he's cleaning up. Isn't he wonderful? Okay. So, where did I leave off? Oh, I was now going to go back to cutting some onion. And
Then are you low on this?
I don't know, honey. Might be some in the fridge. Let's see, as far as onion is concerned, 1 tablespoon of onion. So let me open this and take everything out of the way so I can cut it here. And I'm just going to do a big thing instead of slicing up the whole onion. Kind of estimate, so I can put this away in a little baggie. Put that there for the bag, or it'll go in my rice dish. So now I'm peeling the onion. We'll do a quick chop on here. I'm not going to worry. Normally I slice things thin, but I think I can chop them and have them mixed thin enough. All right. To keep my cartons of wine in the fridge a few at a time. All right. Little chickens, little.
You're good in the sun?
All right. The dog's laying in the sun. The cat's laying on her table off to my right, waiting for us to feed her supper. And I thought I would get this going before I do, because after I put all the ingredients together, they've got to sit for an hour before I bake them. So we'll get that done. In goes the chopped onion. Now, one of the things I had to use was, Alexa, turn off the timer. One of the things I had to use was breadcrumbs. So I've got crackers here. I've mashed them and I'm going to make it a little bit of Italian. I'm putting some oregano in here and I'm going to put some basil and I don't know what else would make it Italian, but I figure that's Italian enough. Let me see how it smells. Yeah, it smells pretty Italian. So I'm just going to dump that in there. And it also says to put some poultry seasoning in there. So I'm going to throw some poultry seasoning in there. And, all right, so let's see. I've got the soup went in, the breadcrumbs went in, the celery went in, the onion went in, poultry seasoning went in. Oh, it says shortening, so we will use olive oil. I never use shortening. We're going to use olive oil. And then when it comes to the milk, we're going to use the almond milk. I'm going to put, let's see, wanted tablespoon of shortening. Okay, that's good. A little bit of olive oil. And now we can put that back on the floor. All right. Mix that in. And then it said to use half a cup of milk. So I'm going to use some almond milk. There we go. Honey, would you put that in the fridge, please? Thank you. Now we're mixing that. So everything is in here with the exception of the chicken. Now, I'm supposed to have 1.5 cups of chicken. I always freeze everything, so I just took some out of the freezer, defrosted it, and then cooked it in the toaster oven. So if I don't have 1.5 cups of chicken, I might kind of take some of this out. So let's measure the chicken. See how close I come. All right, that's pretty hot. Let's put this on the cutting board. Now that everything else is off the cutting board, it's safe to put, of course it's cooked chicken, so it's chicken, everything grosses me out. I don't like anything gooey or, all right. Put that out of the way for now. Ugh. And honey, is the big measuring cup behind me somewhere? I used it a couple of times
It's right
today.
here.
Can I have it, please?
Yeah, there's water in it. Empty it.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
All right, thank you. This is the most he's ever done in the kitchen in 20 some odd years.
My whole life.
His whole life in the kitchen. Before he got married to his first wife, I think all he had to eat, and I'm not kidding, was bologna sandwiches growing up. And his first wife was a really good cook. I'm not like her, but I can get it on the table. So he has healthy meals now. And this chicken is looking like it might be just about the right amount. I have to chop it up really fine. I should have pulled out my American company food processor or whatever it is for that. All right. Chopping away here. And so what I'm going to end up doing in a second is I'm going to put the chicken in with the mixture of everything that we had, and I'll go through it all again with you and make sure that I put everything in there, because usually by the time I get things cooking, like the last recipe, I forgot the garlic. So there's no garlic in this. As a matter of fact, a lot of the ingredients in here are not including things that I would normally put into a recipe. To me, everything needs garlic, but it's not in the Howard Johnson's recipe, so it's not going to be in this one. Is there garlic and poultry seasoning? There might be. Oh, it's good. Nice chop. God, I love this knife. Wear your mask. All right. There we go. Chop, 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 chop. All right, so the chicken is ready to get put into the bowl. Let me measure it. Let me see if that really is close to a cup and a half. You know, it's close enough. There we go. It's in there. And mix it. It almost makes me think I want to add some tuna or something to it. So now that I've mixed it, it tells me to let it sit for an hour. Is that before or after I turn it into balls? Let's see. Yeah, okay. Shape into 6 croquettes. Make patties. Oh, I don't know that that's going to turn into croquettes right now. So what am I going to add to it? You know what? I have some plain breadcrumbs in the fridge. I think I'm going to add some breadcrumbs to it. Oh, wait a minute. Breadcrumbs. Do I need any bread? Half a cup Italian style breadcrumbs for rolling. Oh, what about dry breadcrumbs? All right. This is getting scared because this is not going to be much of a little shape into a ball. So I need to add more breadcrumbs to it. I'm going to get the ones that are packaged and see what happens here. Everything is about texture and consistency. So if it doesn't look right, there's obviously something wrong. But I've never made this before. It doesn't look as pretty anymore as it did when I first dumped what looked like butterscotch pudding into it. We shall see. Let's see. Okay.
Does this need to be rinsed?
Oh, that needs a good cleaning. That's going to have to be rinsed and then put in the dishwasher. That's got the chicken stuff on it.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Starting to get a better consistency here. So it says to do 6, and I was going to do them on the little pan because I thought that it would be better to use my small oven, but I think that I'm going to need a real cookie sheet for this. And do it in a big oven. All right. I should have made half of this tuna croquettes. Half chicken, half tuna. Because they were good too. All right. Now, did I do everything? I've got all that stuff. It tells me to roll something in breadcrumbs. So I'll just put some breadcrumbs on the pan. This has got to sit in the fridge. It's going to gross me out. I don't like yucky things. Okay. Let me get something I could scoop it out with and not have to touch it with my hands. Oh. Actually, it's coming out pretty good. So a lump there. You see me lump it onto the pan here. See, onto the pan. All right. Oh. This is going to be a real challenge. We'll see how this tastes when it's all done. It didn't even call for any salt and pepper in here. It kind of looks the same though. Remember the shape? Remember that weird shape that it had? It had that cone shape with everything on top. The fried clams at Howard Johnson's and the croquettes were my favorite thing. And for many years I thought, I do miss them. I don't miss Howard Johnson's. You know, I stopped selling their hotels years ago when they would not take my travel agency check at the Howard Johnson's in Pawtucket. Honey,
come on.
He's trying to feed Angel on the counter and she's not hungry. All right. Let me see how the rice is coming. Oh, the rice looks like it might be almost ready. So, all right, so I've now got the croquettes on here. I've got to put them in the fridge for an hour and let them set before I put them in the oven. So we will come back and we'll do our rice and the rest of it later. Bye.